We had different iterations, earlier iterations of the National Youth Involvement Board, when CUNA Mutual and CUNA got involved in sponsoring youth roundtables and a National Youth Advisory Board conference. It was in 1972 that the participants in those conferences decided to create a formalized structure called the National Youth Involvement Board, which CUNA and CUNA Mutual co-sponsored. The membership average age in the credit union movement was about 3 or 4 years higher than the average age of the population. And it was clear to the leaders of the credit union movement that we needed to bring in some younger leaders, we needed to bring in younger members and figure out how to attract younger people to the credit union movement.
The National Youth Involvement Board is a network of credit union individuals that are either marketing to youth or doing youth financial presentations. We have 6 regions throughout the United States. So we're not housed actually in one location. The network is actually just made up of the credit union people that choose to contribute. There's also other organizations such as CUNA and the foundation that we partner with to reach young people as well. There are groups such as Subcap Marketing, See You Succeed, and Kirby Kangaroo that support with monetary dollars. Sniggle Zoo Entertainment, they have been big proponents of the program. So they just help us to ensure that we can hold a conference to educate credit union people every year and to support us throughout the year.
The National Endowment for Financial Education, commonly known as NYIB, is a nonprofit organization that focuses on making sure that every American is educated enough to make informed financial decisions throughout their lives. And we've had a very strong relationship with the NYIB for about 10 years now, really focusing on trying to make sure youth are educated and exposed to the financial system. Over our 25-year history in our high school financial planning program, we've reached over 8 million students. What's been most impressive is during the 10-year relationship we've had with NYIB is that activity has actually grown by 50%. Together we've educated over 8 million high school students over the last 25 years, which is a very impressive statistic. And the key thing is that we couldn't do this without the volunteer support of both the NYIB and America's credit unions.
The National Youth Involvement Board is working with Filene, and we're working with both of them. And it's particularly important that we get a handle on the new technologies that young people pay attention to and use so that we can make them relevant in the credit union movement. Working with Filene and NYIB, and I won't forget the National and Pennsylvania Credit Union Foundations, we have a number of branches in high schools and grade schools in Pennsylvania. The National YIB is a powerful tool, and we need to use it even more. We do need the help of the National YIB and the Filene to identify them and use them correctly to get the credit union message to the newer generations.
Our goals and missions are so incredibly aligned, being financial education and empowering youth and even adults with those tools and resources to become better, successful money managers and to have brighter futures. We work together in such harmony and actually help one another, both organizations, to just make that much of a bigger impact in our own communities and with them nationwide and for us on a state level. NYIB recognizes that we as credit union leaders need to take the responsibility of creating the financial education and youth leadership opportunities, especially in today's times. I think this is the most teachable moments. If we're going to empower our youth, now is the time.
In 2010, we reached over 400,000 students, and those were just the credit unions that reported. So that's big as far as being able to prove that credit union people are out doing good work and educating young people, not only members, but people out in their community on being financially savvy and the importance of saving and budgeting their money.
My family always wanted me to be saving for college, so I'm saving for college to save in Unity 1 at the school. I am a teller. I help the little kids deposit money. I help them count the money. I've been saving for 4 years now and have saved around $600. We have some students that even deposit more than $1,000.
A lot of us don't have marketing budgets that are huge, so we are doing the grassroots efforts, and we are just out in our communities beating the pavement. And when we have resources like NYIB, it helps so much because we need a resource to go to that will help us and give us guidance. Teens are also intimidated by finances, just given the climate that we're in now, the recession. Parents are stressed, they're talking about money more, and that's why on our Teen Advisory Board we've just tried to be very creative, so we want to attract their attention. This past year they were instrumental in developing a marketing campaign to reach out to teens and young adults, but through that process we kind of infused financial literacy.
I've been in the Teen Advisory Board for 2 years. It's this kind of program that Unity One has to get students, help them out, giving them advice. It's mostly about like managing your money, like how to spend it. So it's kind of good for students now in these days, especially in high school. After I graduated from high school, I decided to apply at Unity One. We work like a family, like we all know each other, like the members. It just brought us more together, so I love my job, something that I will never regret.
Ladies and gentlemen, the National Credit Union Foundation is proud to honor the National Youth Involvement Board with the 2011 Herb Wegner Memorial Award for Outstanding Organization.